Pakistani food. Anyway, hi again. This is Flatwash Take 2. So, yeah, apparently I had to update something on my computer. I should have done that, but I didn't. Me, I'm an idiot, and I didn't even bother to turn down the sound and the music. I'm waiting for Mom to respond and say, yes, you are dumb. Honestly, by the way, if you guys were on and you were just looking at it and you saw someone responding that said Linda Lamar, that's my mom. She watches my videos. I finally found out the little quirks that my mom has a secret of. I'm waiting for her to say, guilty as charged. No, that's not her. She's gonna be doing something crazy. She has really good comebacks, by the way. Do not underestimate my mother. Do not underestimate her. I'm serious. Any hoosers, welcome back. This time, let's get this stuff going. So let's restart and recap what we were originally talking about. So this time, let us restart because I forgot to do something very important like an intro. Hi-do! And welcome back to your watercolor session, my dearest my amazing daydreamers and dearest adventurers. Anyway, give me a second, I'll still be talking. I just have to go over to my nightstand and get some chapstick on because for some reason, I don't know why, it feels like the wind is blowing into my room. And my lips are getting chapped again. Anyway, today what we are going to be doing, if you guys are wondering, is actually we are going to be doing something called Sorry, I'd like to apologize again. The thing I was telling you that we were supposed to do this week is actually not happening. We're not doing yet until we get to the advanced version of the basics. So, what we are not doing is wet into wet. We are doing flat wash. I overlooked. Leave me alone. It happens to everyone all the time. Anyway, allow me to show you what flat wash is. Let us get here. All this paperwork and stuff, it works. See? It works. It's here. Here we are. Yes, that's my chapstick. Shut up. Anyway. So, I'm gonna need to remind myself, Mom, if you're watching this, please remind me, I need to copy this stuff over here. Because this stuff needs to be put on DeviantArt so you guys can see and we know what the hell we're doing. Because there's some people out there that actually wouldn't mind taking free art classes. And that's what I'm doing. Free art classes. Because technically this is actually stuff I've learned from my teacher. This is the stuff that I'm relearning for myself. And this is the stuff that I supposedly cannot do. So. Huh? Oh. They're calling the mud. Sorry, I thought they were talking to me. And by the way, for the beginning, I'm actually sorry that I had to push it up to 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock originally for the classes because I'm a dingus doofus and we had stuff to do. And I did not get up in time because we are busy. So I'm thinking of from now on changing everything to 3 o'clock because we have busy nights now. Even though the time thing keeps changing to practically God knows when. I don't even know. And half the time it's usually either, if you're lucky, 10:30 to God knows when. Sometimes it's longer. I don't know. So. And then I changed it again because we had things to do in the morning, so I got home late, and we had other things that needed to be situated. Then I lost track of time. It was already 4 o'clock. I was staring at the clock at the time, and I didn't even know what was going on. I don't know why. Do you guys have that moment where your brain decides to shut off on you? Yeah, that's me, all the time. I'm just checking. That's why it's cracked. And these guys are cracked because I was just checking to make sure. Ugh, goo. Well, it's not. It's gooey in the middle because it's still hardening. Certain ones. It's so fun. I am like a 5-year-old kid right now, just poking this stuff. Like, let's see what happens. Can I pop it? Anyway, some people find it disgusting. Let us get to the project, please. Please. So, technically, today we're doing a flat wash, as I said. So we're doing this. I'm going to show you how it's done and all the training forms so you guys can do it at home when you get a chance. And next week, we're going to be doing this. I'll show you what it is when we get to that. And I'll explain everything. So, this week we're doing just the original basics. This is actually called flat wash. So let us read. And I will make sure, I'll make sure this week that I get everything going with this stuff to put on DeviantArt. I'll send you a direct link to everything from every single one step by step as much as I can and whatever I can. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing! Okay, let's read this. A flat wash is one that is a solid color from the top to the bottom or the page. Or in wait a minute, let's reread this because top to is a flat wash is one that is a solid color from the top to the bottom of the thing or the page. Or I think that's top to bottom of the page or in an area in which you need a flat color. Leave my teacher alone, she makes mistakes. I think that's what it is. It's an of. And I just put it in here as is. That is an F. Okay. Anyway, here's. Begin by mixing a color of your choice. In a large well of the palette so that you have enough to cover the area you are going to paint. I'm going to use this one because this one has a bit more. Is a big beggar. I actually looked at it and figured it out. To cover the area you are going to paint. I'll show you. Tilt the board on which your paper is fixed about 10 degrees. Just a slight slant so that the color will pull at the bottom of each stroke and can be picked up by the brush on the next pass. Let gravity work for you. Dip the brush in the color mixture. Oh, number 3, sorry. Dip the brush in the color mixture, comma, begin at the side of the paper and drag the brush across the page from edge to edge or within the shape to be painted. I'm waiting for that question mark. What is going to happen to the scare room at 12 o'clock? It'll be painted? It'll be empty! Anyway, And then this is the other part. Then standing up works well so that your arm moves freely. So I can't really move this thing up. So it's pretty much just stroke, stroke, stroke. Dip the brush into the mixture again and allow the tip of the brush to touch the bottom of the previous stroke and pick up any pigment that has pooled at the bottom. I'll show you. I know exactly what they're talking about. Drag the brush across the paper again. Continue this routine until you have reached the bottom of the paper. Pick up excess paint at the bottom of the wash with any thirsty brush, which means it has to be a dry brush. This is usually what I use as my number 6 brush. It's my dry brush. When the wash is complete, to avoid break and back runs. Be sure the mixture you have put in the palette is completely free of lumps, free of lumps of pigment. Otherwise, you will have dark streaks in the wash as they release from the brush bristles. When you reload the brush, be sure to stir the pigment to keep it mixed. I know what it means. I know what it is. I mean, I have the example. There is actually a good example I did not understand when I first saw this. I have a good example, which actually will involve next week's project. Is this thing. It's supposed to be called stained glass. Let me show you my version of stained glass before we decide to, or my old version of the stained glass before we decide to go with it. Thanks. So, this is my stained glass attempt. So, truthfully, that's actually what Monica was telling me to do, and I didn't exactly understand what she meant. So what she was telling me exactly is that I didn't really finish it because I found out it was too dark. She says she can backtrack, and I know exactly what it is now. It looks very confusing. This is not exactly a stained glass window thing, but there's some you can actually understand and see. Barely. Okay, that blue looks like you can see it. Wait, no, that's not blended at all. Let's zoom in. Never put a blue and a slight purple next to each other, because then you can get completely mixed up with that. It was this color that was supposed to be blended, this yellow. That yellow, I attempted it with this red. This green, didn't finish it quite much. This purple that it shows, but it doesn't show at all. As you could tell, I just kept it as is. Yeah, this was before. Let me show you the best example I can get. Let me turn the light for me, because you can see it. That light is not a good desk light. I need to have some light of which I can actually see. I noticed something too. You can't see my legs at all down here. weird. Anyway. Let's attempt this together and see if we can make this work. I'm scared. Mom, I'm scared. Mom, I'm scared. So, our best bet right now is pretty much to involve one of the biggest things that I haven't used in a while, which means there's going to be loud noises, if I can find it. This is gonna be the first time we ever use it, which means prepare yourselves. For this guy. So, the only best way when you're trying to dry something is really fast is to actually... That felt nice. To put it on low... Sorry for the loud noises, by the way. You put it on low, and you pretty much put this underneath, like that. I'm not trying to do that. That's why I put it on low. If it's very loud for you, and you do not like it, I strongly advise you to put it on mute. From now on, I will give you a heads up warning when I'm using the hairdryer. So if you guys really don't like the sound of the hairdryer and it hurts your ears when you have your earphones in, or if anything else, like you're listening to it or something like that in the background, and you really don't like the high-pitched noise that it made just now, go ahead and put it on mute. And if I can, I will try and put my end on mute, so you don't have to hear it. If that's next week, pretty much. If you guys do not appreciate it, please tell me. Please communicate to me if this does not help you out at all and it hurts your ears. I will make sure to turn the microphone off like so. Yeah, you didn't even hear me talking. That was actually me turning off the microphone because all that takes is one tap on the top of it. So whenever I turn it on, I pretty much can just turn it. I could pretty much just let you guys know that I'm turning on the hairdryer. So then you'll see what's going on. Still hear the music. It's just this thing will be tapped off. So you won't be able to hear me. Okay, so I'm putting this where? I'm putting it down here for now. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put the hairdryer at. Okay, so we have water here, and they said choose a color. I'm gonna choose a light color. I'm not gonna do purple. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do purple, so I'm gonna use blue. And blue is going to be our lightest color. So, what it is that pretty much what it's saying, let's see. Begin by mixing a color of your choice in a large palettes that you have enough to cover the area. So, 10 degrees. I'm going to use a soap. So it would be like that as I'm doing. So I'm going to make like a, kind of what I can, like a square. I'm using that as my Um, let's see here. Yeah. I don't think this is 10 degrees, but it's close enough. So what it is pretty much just a vacuum kind of thing. So, got a lot in here, so let's see. I don't do straight very well. See? That pool. So I'm trying to make it where it actually works the way it's supposed to. I know exactly what they're talking about, but I'm always having difficulty with it because it begins from this edge, from the side, going from edge to edge. See what they're talking about. So pretty much it's like that, where it starts out like this, where it goes from darkest to light. Keep in mind, again, folks, I'm learning this as much as you. This is supposed to be like how a flat wash works. So it's pretty much you're killing off all of it, and you're going from darkest to light. That's how I'm reading. And that's pretty much how it was supposed to be in the other one. So, show you from the top of the page what I'm understanding. It's pretty much go from the top and let it dry out. So that's pretty much the example over there too. Taking all the stuff that you have that follow. Shit. I'm gonna let that go. I think I need to get a bigger brush. I thought it was going to be worse than this. So, this is more of a better brush. So, let me show you the technique on a different paper. And this time, let's do it on this, like this, shall we? Starting from the top. So that's pretty much it. So it goes from darkest to lightest pretty much. Yeah, it looks like I just painted a, this is water down here pretty much. I just made water, so all I have to do is just draw a line right through here, so then you can see. There you go. There's your horizon line. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already teaching you about water and sky meeting each other with not even yet going into that perspective yet until probably next year. I have a feeling it's going to be next year, because next thing we're going to be learning is the advanced, what is it? I call it advanced basics. Then you have the objects, which there's the beginning objects, and then intermediate, and then advanced. Then there's landscape. I think there's 4 levels with landscape. And I like landscape. And trust me, once you get into that, that's where water comes in. And I like how water is, where it's just, even though you have this kind of thing, I'm just going to fool around with this. This is, yeah. Yeah, I just screwed it up, but still, this is water. Using the paper with the sunlight is actually pretty good and fun. I like doing this. I like screwing around with things. But there is another technique that you can learn. Yeah, this is actually kind of the technique I was trying to do was water, sky. I can't really tell that very much. But the other thing I wanted to do was this. I'm just going straight to this part. You know what? I'm still gonna do it anyway, even though it's gonna burn up, even though you guys haven't gotten into it that much. Give me a minute. You're welcome. Tried that out. And here we go. Here's the technique that I know from that. Allow me to show you. Let's start with the corner. This is because I'm weird. That's me. Didn't show as much as I thought it would. Take 2 on that. Let's just screw with you guys and go purple. Because I thought it would work. Apparently I didn't. Because purple is the darkest, so... Let's just do it like this. I mean, it somewhat shows. I see it. I don't know if you guys can. This is purple too light. Purple's too light. No! Let's do this. Let's make the purple the main object of the subject since it's light. And it's easier if it's in a bigger section. We are making purple the main subject. And trust me, purple and blue make a good color combination. Me and my sister work perfectly because purple and blue, wouldn't you say? Of course, purple was originally my sister's favorite color before mine. My sister says it's because I chose it because she likes it. I don't think so exactly. I think it's more along the lines that I liked purple because it just had that calming effect. Give me a second. I need to try this. There we go. I didn't get much of enough of blue right now because blue, I used way too much of it. So, main purpose is to actually do the main part, looks like it's light, and then go for like an overpass into dark. But you gotta make sure you have enough. I don't want to do too much. But we're doing it sideways God dang it, I think it put it too big. Okay, there we go. I'd say keep it like supposed to fade. My training sessions. But it's supposed to do that, yeah. Kind of like a gloss color. I mean, if you guys actually know how it's saying, because you know me, I sometimes don't seem to understand things unless it's read to me. Brain and everything. But from how it's actually explained, it can confuse me. Wait, that's glazing, isn't it? Oh my god, did I make a mistake? Oh. I think I showed you glazing. Okay, flat wash. Flat wash is one that is... I need to reread things. This is not flat wash, that's glazing. Okay, let me show you what it is. Because Dingus Doofus here keeps misreading things, because she sucks. I did it properly right there. I really did. I did. It's supposed to be like this. That's why they have you have it tilted like this. It's one solid color. Can't make it one solid color. So I'm going to show you pretty much glazing and shading today as well. So today is going to be flat wash, glazing, and shading. So that pretty much you guys know. So that was flat wash. Just plain flat wash. You just use the whole thing as that exact... Well... Technically, I think the other part of it is probably going to be later down the road. So, we're probably going to be doing glazing next week, even though I just taught you. So, technically, I just showed you glazing, so that means it's going to be in... All three are going to be in one episode. Flat wash, glazing, and then shading is this. Allow me to demonstrate, because I'm a dingus doofus. Monica was probably yelling at me, going, "Oh my god, you're an idiot! That's not how I taught you! I taught you better!" It took me this long to finally realize what flat wash was. And I had to reread it. Mom, if you're watching this, please tell me in the comments how stupid I am. Please. Oh, hold on a second. Mom, if you're watching my video, please do not comment in the comments how stupid I am. Never mind, never mind. I finally realized what freaking flat wash was! And it took me this long! I'm an idiot. Freaking idiot! Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate me. I really hate me right now. Sorry, if you guys are wondering why I keep laughing, it's because I'm an idiot. Again, I am not a teacher. I'm just teaching myself again. Re-teaching myself again because I'm an idiot. I thought that was it. I thought that was flat wash. I don't know how many years it took me to finally realize what that was. To be honest, I was correct in certain ways on here, but I'm an idiot. So, this is flat wash. This is glazing, because it says... Okay, so glazing on here is a glaze. A glaze is a thin, transparent layer of color. Using the same tint from part 1, using tints, flat wash. So technically tints are the lightest color, and glazing is this. Glaze each color over itself to intensify the color. Glaze each color over every other color to create a new color. So cadmium over Scarlet Lake to create orange. Label each color. So technically, yeah. And then shading technique is doing this again, just shading over itself. Using the shading technique, shade each color on itself, phthalo blue to phthalo blue, on phthalo blue. Then shade each color in secondary color, like phthalo blue to violet. So, you have purple. So technically, yeah, I was right originally. So yeah, this is actually a shade, it looks like. I did a shade right here. still cannot get over it. So, I'm having myself the craziest day right now. Help me, Chris. Please. Okay, Gara, Sanji, Kuema, somebody. Help! I'm not gonna censor that because it is true. And I did use the word that we're all used to. It's a Q, not a CK. It's a whole different ballgame. It's my own creative word. And everybody keeps saying, oh, it's insulting. I just swore. No. Trust me, you have no idea. Okay, so I went back on itself. So, it's not a secondary color. So this one's more of a shade, it shows. But if I do this, it might work. From what I need to understand. For what I'm trying to understand. So I need to use the original 2 colors. Using the tints is what it says when I do that part. So next week we are going to do the stained glass windows. I'm just, as I said, so, you're going along with me. Welcome to my side of the court, where I'm just confused. It needs to be lighter. Okay, so tints. Brightness. And it says tints. Oop. I had it. So I might have to redo some of these when I backtrack, when I have a chance. So, do that. Give me a minute. By the way, hi stranger, welcome to the Dingus Doofus channel. I hope you've lost a few, well, brain cells while watching this, because this is technically not a regular art class, because I think you do better at teaching. So, it says not to have the shade. It should be thin glaze. Transparent color. This one shade, so its shade must be a darker value than the color which it is applied. So this isn't the shade. Shade is like this, where you can actually see it. Not like this. It must be lighter. So it must start looking like it's a magenta color. Glaze over itself to its color. Glaze each color over by other color to create a new color. Yep. So technically I have made, it's supposed to be magenta. So that's technically, it's supposed to be like light. So the light color that we're presenting here is supposed to be this color, which is a red, a very light red, and it should be like that. From what I have understood by reading, because that's what I'm trying to understand. Anyway, this one is, they're all purple. Let me put this down. Purple main. And then this one is flat wash. I'm gonna need to sharpen this when I find a sharpener. What is it? Flat wash. This is glazing with red, and this one is shading with blue. You don't have to do it like that. It's more like you could do it different colors and all that stuff. So truthfully, this is actually the kind of colors that we actually just did. So this is actually the color format that we used. So I'm going to put this over the blue. Hopefully it doesn't. It did. So that's the darkest blue that I've done. That's the blue that we've done. And it's dark. That one's a red. There we go. So, when you actually do this, and this is what I understand, which I'm probably going to have to go backtrack on everything and actually make things actually work when I have time. Before I'm actually going to put this stuff out, I will have demonstrations and examples. So today, instead of doing one, we did 3. We did flat wash, glazing, and shading today. So let me do this because it's going to be irritating me if I don't do it. Nothing stuffed down over there. Okay, so this is pretty much what I did. Purple as a main, and we have flat wash, which actually looks like a plain. So So whenever you're doing the flat wash stuff, always make sure you're actually painting in places that are not next to actual painted stuff until you can use something to, like this, for example. Use this to dry out everything, so next week when we get to the stained glass, you can actually do the stuff. And when we're at that point, if you're actually watching this in the future and I already have everything out and all that stuff, you can use this as a basic standpoint of examples and all that stuff. Please go ahead in the comments below. I don't know if you can. Do not send me anything else other than artwork and everything, by the way. If you do it as an example or something in the future, go ahead and put it down below, like, what you did, what your color pattern is. Like, for example, if it shows this, we're gonna do something completely different. It's not just gonna be that. We're not gonna do exactly like that. We're gonna do it like however which way we want. We can do it. So we'll just go by whatever we do, not just by the sheet, but it's gonna be going like that. So giving you a heads up, this is actually, I'm hoping to get this stuff done. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna see what I can do and go and backtrack and see what I can do and get my stuff going. So yeah, today we did 3 projects at once, and it took us 6 minutes over the hour. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this awkward exchange, whatever the word is, then. Please leave a like and comment down below on what you think, and yeah, I forgot I'm gonna have to do this. Please leave a like and a comment down below on what you think. Hugs and kisses, huggles, and let us hang out in the next episode.